Hi, Dougie Bird from Doug Bird's Tackle World here with Stewie Grice from Doug Bird's Tackle World.
Yeah.
We are going to give you a fishing report for this weekend, the 30th of April and the 1st of May.
Yeah.
So Stewie, we've got some good weather tomorrow.
Mate, good weather and it's a long weekend.
Oh,
We've got double whammy.
That's only for Saturday money though. I mean, as in
the good weather.
Yeah. But we've got tomorrow we've got like 5 to 10 knots, 12 knots max offshore, and not much current out there, and we've got a really hot bite. It's a moon rising just on daylight or just before daylight. The moon's in the sky all day.
Yeah.
It's a 3 fish symbol on the screen.
Are they fat fish or skinny fish?
They're fat fish, just like me,
Oui.
I tell you. And they're going to go hard. So I believe we're going to smack it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going mackerel fish in the morning. But anyway, let's get off the report.
Right,
okay,
yeah.
offshore.
Well, you're going mackerel fishing tomorrow. What are you going to be running, Doug? And where are you going to go?
Okay, I will be running hard, deep diving lures.
Yeah.
But I'll be running probably baits first, actually, and we'll get them slow trolling just on crack of daylight. I'll probably run one with just a chin weight. It'll be a gar or a sari or a slimy.
Yeah.
And I'll run another. These are all dead baits. I'll run another bait, probably opposite with one of those two.
Yeah.
I'll run that with probably a 8-ounce barrel.
Yeah.
So one line will be like that behind the boat, one will be like that, trolling at about 1 to 2 knots.
Yeah.
And then I'll run a double barrel because I don't have my downrigger, I can't find it.
Yeah.
That'll be running at about the similar angle to a downrigger.
Yeah.
And I'll be trolling around the diamond reef.
Yep.
And I'll be doing that to just after daylight, or if they've gone off the boat, obviously, or whatever it might be, or too many boats arrive. Then I'll switch to hard bodies.
Yeah.
And I'll zoom around the joint, try to find another patch that's away from everybody.
Yep. About 6 knots on the hard bodies, Doug?
Yeah, 6 knots, mate. Yep, dropping back about 60 metres behind the boat.
Yep.
They'll come down to about 40 metres behind the boat.
Yep. So they're just getting really deep. So we're trolling with braid and we're trolling a long way back, 60 metres, as Dougie said.
And I'm running about a 60-pound leader on these, no wire. And I'm running wire on my boat, so single strand.
Yeah.
But those fellas there, no wire. And
I've got a blue one today.
About 6 knots. Yeah, you like
I
blue,
think this
don't
is
you? Well, I know you like the
I
troll
like
trout
orange, but blue's my second.
Oh.
I like blue. And that blue's really killer.
I've caught fish on that one too.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, that's mackerel fishing in the morning before work. So I'll be back in early.
Yep.
But if I had the day off tomorrow, I would probably be either doing that or I'd be definitely snapper fishing as well.
Yeah.
You might have watched our snapper seminar last night on bait fishing. You can watch that on YouTube if you want on Doug Bird's Fishing channel.
Yeah.
But snapper they're on from on the 18 fathoms right out to 100 metres deep.
Yeah.
They're everywhere. They're early and they're everywhere and they're big. So definitely float line. In the conditions you got tomorrow, you definitely float line.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can swing to just bottom fishing and still catch them that way as well.
Yeah. And float lining, we've got a little rig done up.
We have.
So that's the type of, we run a pilly, cut the tail off, or I break it off. Looks a bit more natural. And a couple of little sharp hooks there.
Yep.
Shinto hooks, made by BKK. And we've got a little skirt over the front, so it's dressed.
Yep, so those Luma hooks. So Stu, we will be selling these rigs too.
Oh no, I'm going to try to whip some up this afternoon.
Yeah, we just haven't had a chance.
We haven't got the time.
We'll try to get time.
Yep.
But they'll probably come in around about, with a bit of discount, maybe around $13-14 rigged on fluorocarbon.
Yeah. So best hooks, best leader, best little dress skirt.
Yep. And it's got
all you got to do is tie it on.
That's right, I'll use a swivel, I'll use an Albright and run a sinker on there.
Yep.
And talking about sinkers, we've just got a huge order of more Lumo sinkers in. Now pink is very hard to beat. I love blue, but I love pink as well. Yep. It's a very great colour to enhance your baits and definitely to get them going. Now these things, I know you can't see it from here, but if we turn the lights out, it looks like a, I don't know, like a volcano erupting. They are very bright.
You're definitely one with words.
Yes, that's right. So they're great for float lining, but just normal lead's fine too. But these are good, and we've got the whole range from about a quarter, I think, ounce through to about
8 ounce. Big.
Yeah, 8 ounce at least, or 10. Yeah, so good range of sinkers there.
Yeah.
In the Lumos, plus a whole other range of other colours in there too. But snapper, mackerel. And you might even get spotties down at Mermaid and Palmy at the moment because the water's cleared up a bit. It's been too much rain. And definitely gravel patches as well. The big spotties, I've seen a few caught during the week in that rough weather. And they were solid fish. Yeah, they're nearly Spanish mackerel size.
Yeah, right.
A few yellowfin tuna there as well.
Yeah.
And at the 50s, the pearlies are starting, so that's the next big thing. Pearl perch in that sort of 80 to 130 metre mark.
Yeah.
And they're definitely worth a go as well.
Yeah.
Got a seminar coming from that in about 3 weeks' time.
Yeah. Date to be revealed because we don't know.
That's probably about right. Yeah.
And micro jigs have been really good as well.
Yeah,
On the snapper and pearlies, we smashed them on these type of jigs 2 weeks ago. Last lot of good weather, and yeah.
Type of thing there as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, get out there, guys. You've got to trial for marlin, blue marlin. There's a game club, Gold Coast Game Fish Club's got the blue marlin comp on, Garmin Classic.
Yep.
Coming up, not this weekend, but the following weekend. So I no doubt there'll be a few boats out tomorrow testing out the grounds for blue marlin. Dolphin fish, they are everywhere. They're not big. They're legal size, so generally speaking, I'd say 99.9% they'll be over 50 centimetres. On average, about 60 to 75 centimetres.
Yeah.
And FAD, I had one of our customers out yesterday, FAD 12B and C, all produced really well, and he has mashing time. They're taking plastics like you would not believe.
No, really, yeah.
We smashed it
Ferocious.
last week on plastics. That was on FAD 3, which is northeast of Seaway. They're on the 36 fathoms, but the 50 fathoms are even bigger dolphin fish, and heaps of them as well. So it's a good day for offshore. So if you've got a chance tomorrow, the swell's about 1.5 metres, 1.2 to 1.5. Not much current, meant to be light winds, meant to be.
Yeah.
Although we got smashed during the week when we went out.
No, yeah.
Anyhow, but that's about it for offshore fishing. So let's now go into inshore. Oh, this one offshore, sorry, last thing. I'm going to trip up next week to Lady Musgrave, so we'll give you an update on that when I get back. So Stu will be on his lonesome next Friday evening talking about fishing, and I don't know how you're going to take the crap.
I reckon the truth's going to come out. It's going to be good.
I don't know how you're going to take the crap out of yourself, Stu, when you're talking. You probably could do that to yourself.
Yeah, I probably could.
Yeah.
Talk to myself a little bit. So.
I wish I might leave a little note here for you so I can get you on something and read it out to people.
Yeah.
Okay. So, anyhow, Stu, what else we got? What's happening inside, mate?
Mate, Seaway first. There's been a few flatties along the walls of the Seaway. Not a heap, but there's been a few, and they've been bigger fish. You got a high tide early in the morning, which is absolutely perfect, and there's been a lot of bait in the Seaway. And when there's bait in the Seaway, I say it every week, there is so many dart. Oh, I love dart. There's Taylor, there's Trevally, there's everything on the end of the North Wall at the moment. That run-in tide, there's a little bit of swell, you got that little bit of white water, it's just absolutely picture perfect, and you're going to be throwing these things. A little fused prawn. Don't fix it if it isn't broken, just keep running the fused prawns, guys, and you'll be absolutely reeling them in one after another. Guarantee it.
Value for money.
Value for money, very good.
Very good.
Yep.
So I know I've used those, and they work very, very well. I reckon they'd smack these
The little vibes as well, mate, yeah. So these are some little fused vibes. We had a customer, Barnsey, really good customer of ours, and he's been absolutely smacking them.
Good fisher.
Very good fisherman. Heaps of brim, trevally, dewies, flatties, jacks, all on these little pygmy vibes.
Small snapper on the Seaway.
Yeah. And if you want something a little bit bigger, next size up in the Vibalicious, nice natural prawn colour there.
Thumper tails.
Thumper tails are really good as well. That's just a fork tail, and just vibe it around the bridges and stuff like that at night. Still plenty of jacks to be had.
And Stewie, this one's one of your favourites too for
I like
around the Seaway?
Mate, the name says it all. It's a dart magic, and this is absolutely magical on dart. It's bent, it's a very odd looking lure, but they absolutely smack it. And they cast really, really good, because they're quite heavy.
They're very good.
Yeah.
So that's the Seaway, but
Seaway.
plenty of garfish guys around Wadebreak Island and up around Crab Island as well. Perfect tides for gar this weekend. Oh my gosh. Running tide, that's what you want. So you need to be out there about 6:30, be up on top of the weed bed, 1.5 metres of water, 2 metres of water, have a little bit of burley at the back, just a bag with a bit of like an onion bag with a bit of bread and a bit of prawn shells because you're using prawns. Prawn, cut into about 6 sections, about the size of a rice bubble, and a float, little size 10 long shank hook and a little bit of piece of prawn on the end of it.
Yeah.
And just cast towards that bait bag at the back of the boat with a bit of oil in it so it makes a big oily slick. And the garfish are really good size and are phenomenal eating and even really great mackerel baits too.
Yeah.
Yep. And great fun for the kids because they jump out of the water like little marlin.
Little marlin, yeah.
Yeah.
Inside marlin.
Yeah, I think they nearly spill you, Stu.
They do, mate, they do. And while you're up on top of those flats on the high tide, Dougie, flatties. It's the right time of year.
It is the right time of year, that's right. So there's a few big ones starting to get around. A few guys have got in the high 80s. I see Bo from Bobo
Boats.
the other day, last week, did well in the Pertec Challenge up at Jumping Pin, and he got a couple in around close to the 90 mark, so that would have been. But one of our favourite lures to use, Stu, what have you got there,
mate?
We
have just got them in. Again, they come with BKK hooks now, crossfire lures. Absolutely love them. Dougie's got his size ones there because he catches smaller fish, but they're actually exclusive colours. Doug designed them. They look all right. I'll give him that. But I like the big ones.
The thing is, though, Stu, elephants eat peanuts, mate.
What do they do?
I eat cherries. They're the size of me, mate. So big flat is going to suck those.
Yeah, but I tell you what, a little bit longer, mate.
Yeah,
so
that's true,
it's a centimetre thing. But anyway, and as well, the little plastics have been going all right for the flatties too, Doug.
Yeah, they have these new fellows from Storm have been really good.
So they're like a fish print on the plastic.
Yeah.
They're quite durable as well. They're not a bad plastic, very soft.
They're like a hollow belly actually, and they sit up in the water, so your head's sitting down and they float up. And that's what really gets them going. As soon as you twitch it, that very wiggles a lot better than just one sitting on the bottom. Yeah. So it's like using a football jig head without using a football jig head. Yeah. So to speak. Which football jig heads we've got them on order? They're on their way. Yeah. Done, probably about a week or so. Okay. We'll have some. Yeah, they're great. All done with Gamakatsu hooks as well. Yep. Very sharp. Okay, jacks. So the jacks have been good around the canals as well. The water's just starting to clear up. I can assure you that's much better than it was a few weeks ago. These new shimmer type lures, which are very similar to other brands on the market, but these fellas actually run wire, very strong wire off the hooks. So the treble sits on the bottom. Actually, I'll show you a bigger version of it. Yeah. I'm going to show that one there, Stu. So we've got the full range. We've got full range is 4.5, 5.5, and a 6.5. Bit of a size comparison, all the same colour, so you can see. But anywhere from like Jackson Flatties to Barra in the north, it's all covered, and they look really good. As Dougie said, very strong. Really good jack colours. But the wiring on these, when it goes down to the treble, is much stronger than some of the other ones on the market. Yeah, extremely good. Anyhow, give them a shot. Anything else? Oh, so there's your favourite, one of your favourite jack lures there, Stu. No, it's not really a jack lure, it's just a colour. I'd use it for jacks. Sometimes. But look at that little coral trout jerk shad. I had to sneak it in there, but they look really good. I'd catch a flatty on that. Absolutely smack it. Dewey's on the north wall as well. Dewey's on the 5-inch jerk shads this week's been really good. Yep. I really like that fresh water in the system. So guys, at the pin, definitely heats the whiting around the end of, and it's perfect. The swell's dropping off, the water's clear, you get high tide. I'd bet anything on it. If you got up to that last lagoon on the end of South Stradey, if you're into doing a bit of light beach fishing or whiting fishing with the kids, you park your boat in the lagoon there, you just walk across to the beach side of it, but you're right in the bar there, so there's not much in the way of waves. It's like little stuff. Yeah, like a foot size wave. Yeah. So it's pretty safe. Just be careful of the current there though. And just fish for yabbies or worms, and you will smack the whiting there, and they're good size too. Big. And you can fish around that whole point, even to the inside facing west is not too bad as well. Yeah. Gold Bank's not a bad spot as well, which is a great tide for whiting as well as the flatties that Stu's talking about. This weekend, high tide about 8:30 over the weekend. And the prawns are on. The prawns have come back in vengeance. So they went a bit quiet there for a few weeks because of that rain we had and whatever. They sort of accumulated and met up and had a big party, and they buried themselves and then had a bit of a sleep, and now they're awake. So they are everywhere. So I don't talk to prawns often, but obviously you do. I feel the vibe, mate. You got to think like a prawn. So Redland Bay Channel in front where the barges come in, Lamb Island, the deep hole at the end of Carragara, and also Macleay. A hole at back of Jackson's on the end of northwest corner of Russell Island. Look for the boats, simple as that. You'll smack them. And they're really big. Actually, they've got a nudgy in too. But they are like king size prawns. Okay, they're huge. And they pump in the net, really aggressive. We have the Pro Throw cast nets, which is what Stu and I both use.
Chain bottom.
Chain bottom and
No bottom pocket, just one up the top.
the word says it all, pro throw.
Yep, that's it. And if you want to see a pro throw, drop down and I'll show you because Doug won't be here. He's fishing tomorrow morning and
I'll be in tomorrow
perfect
afternoon.
circle every time.
I'll be in tomorrow afternoon if you want to see how the pros teach the pros. I'll be here.
Yeah, right. And,
But give that a go. A few crabs around. The muddies are up the rivers. They're not at the fronties so much and all the sandies, but the sandies a bit quiet, but definitely mud crabs up the upper reaches of the rivers. They're all gone back up to their homes again. And give that a shot.
Yep.
What else? What's happening in the freshwater scene?
Freshwater scene. There's been a few bass around Hin's Dam again. Hin's Dam's been fishing pretty good. Few on the surface this week.
Okay.
So it's a bit of a strange thing. Normally they're going deep this time of year and everyone's ice jigging or vibing the deep. But around that timber, because there's so much new timber that's been covered because of that tides come in with the high tide. Well, lots of rain, so it's high tide in the dam. But the little
fish do bite on tides changes on the dam.
They
though.
do, yeah.
Even though there's no tide change on the dam, but they do. They think like everyone else in the fish scenario.
Yeah, so like a little fizzer style, looks like a little cicada when it hits the water, or a little walk the dog top style. Natural colours always work best, I find, but and then just slow rolling plastics around the timber and stuff like the little fused doctors.
Yeah, they're good.
You know, little paddle tail with about a quarter ounce.
Really slow wind,
Very
twitch,
slow.
switch, let it fall back down, twitch, yep.
Slow as you can go.
Yep.
Yep.
Sounds like you at work, Stewie.
Yeah, right.
So I'll throw that in.
Yeah.
Okay, mate. So guys, you've got to get out this weekend. Hot day tomorrow. If you can get Saturday off, go for it. If you want to go ashore, you have to go tomorrow. Unless you go really, really, really early on Sunday morning, because you've only got about an hour window. By 7 o'clock, it's going to be, they're saying 14 to 15 knots.
Yeah.
By 10, it's 20 knots. So Sunday afternoon, Monday, it's prawning. It's maybe fishing for whiting. Take the kids out and catch some flatties.
Yeah.
Whatever, or up the dam and catch some bass.
Yeah.
Or go catch some tilapia in the creeks. They're everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, give that a shot. And we've got a huge range we've had like another, I think, 2,000 SKUs coming this week of new products again. So we are packed and ready to help you out if you need some.
Get it hard finding the room, but we keep finding it.
And any price you find, we will do the same or better. Thank you.
Sounds good.
Okay. That's us. Good luck.
Good luck.
Stewie, I'll show you what the coral trout and red emperor pictures look like next week.
Yeah, I bet you got an orange lure tied on. Put money on that.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, see ya. Thank you very much for Douglas Sackwell and Stewie and the whole crew here. Bye-bye. Thank you.